Listen up, you donkey! Are you tired of the same old boring dinners? Do you want to spice up your life and stop serving up dishes that are drier than my sense of humor? Then get your aprons ready because we're about to dive into the top 5 hottest, most talked about recipes on the planet. In just 8 minutes, I'm going to show you culinary creations that'll make your taste buds sing. We're talking flavor explosions, texture triumphs, and dishes so good, you'll be licking the plate clean. You won't find any soggy bottoms here. So sharpen your knives, crank up the heat, and get ready to transform yourself from a kitchen klutz to a culinary commando. Alright, you muppets, let's kick things off with a dish that'll set your taste buds on fire. Spicy Thai Basil Chicken. This ain't some bland, boring chicken breast you'd find in a sad sandwich. We're talking tender, juicy chicken exploding with the flavors of Thailand. First, we need to sear that chicken to perfection. Get that pan screaming hot, add a touch of oil, and don't you dare overcrowd the pan. We want a beautiful golden brown crust on each piece. While that's sizzling away, let's talk about the heart of this dish, the holy trinity of Thai flavors, chilies, garlic, and ginger. We're going to mince these bad boys up and fry them until they're fragrant enough to wake your neighbors. Now get ready for some action. Toss in your chilies, garlic, and ginger, and let them dance with the chicken. The aroma alone will have you drooling. Next up, we're adding a splash of fish sauce for that umami punch, a touch of soy sauce for depth, and a pinch of sugar to balance out the heat. Don't even think about using that nasty bottled stuff. Fresh is best, you hear me? Now, for the star of the show, Thai basil. This ain't your ordinary basil, folks. This stuff has a powerful, aromatic flavor that'll blow your socks off. Throw in a generous handful towards the end and let it wilt slightly. Finally, serve this fiery masterpiece over a bed of steaming white rice and garnish with some fresh chilies if you want to feel the burn. Trust me, this spicy Thai basil chicken is so good. It'll have you shouting delicious in Thai. Now, for all you veggie lovers out there, don't think for a minute that I've forgotten about you. This next dish is so damn delicious, even a carnivore like me can't resist it. Vegan Mushroom Stroganoff. This ain't your grandma's stroganoff, folks. This is a creamy, dreamy, and downright addictive dish that's 100% plant-based. We're going to start by sautéing some onions and garlic in a bit of olive oil until they're soft and translucent. Next, we're adding a medley of mushrooms. Don't be shy, use a variety for the best flavor and texture. We're talking shiitake, cremini, oyster mushrooms, the lot. Let them cook down until they're golden brown and slightly crispy. Now for the secret to our creamy sauce, cashews. That's right, you heard me correctly. Soaked cashews blended with water create the most luxuriously smooth and creamy sauce you've ever tasted. Pour that velvety goodness into the pan with the mushrooms and let it simmer away. To add another layer of flavor, we're stirring in a spoonful of nutritional yeast. This stuff is a game changer, adding a cheesy, savory flavor without any dairy. A touch of smoked paprika adds a smoky depth, while a squeeze of lemon juice brightens up the whole dish. Finally, season it to perfection with salt and pepper, and serve this comforting vegan mushroom stroganoff over a bed of fluffy mashed potatoes or creamy polenta. You won't believe how good a plant-based dish can taste. Chapter 3. Alright, let's move on to a dish that's as healthy as it is delicious. Honey Garlic Glazed Salmon. This recipe is so easy, even a complete idiot could make it. We're talking perfectly cooked salmon with a sticky, sweet, and savory glaze that'll have you licking your plate. First things first, make sure your salmon fillets are patted dry. We don't want any excess moisture messing with our glaze. Now, let's whip up that magical glaze. In a bowl, whisk together some honey, soy sauce, minced garlic, and a touch of ginger. The key here is to find a balance between sweet and savory. You want the honey to shine through, but not overpower the other flavors. Next, preheat your oven to 400 degrees Fahrenheit. Place the salmon fillets on a baking sheet lined with parchment paper and generously brush them with that glorious honey garlic glaze. Don't be stingy. Now pop that bad boy in the oven and bake for about 12 to 15 minutes or until the salmon is cooked through and flakes easily with a fork. While the salmon is baking, let's make a quick and easy side dish. Simply toss some asparagus with olive oil, salt, and pepper, and roast them alongside the salmon for the last 10 minutes. Once the salmon is cooked, give it a final drizzle of that honey garlic glaze and serve it alongside the roasted asparagus. This honey garlic glazed salmon is so good, it'll have you swimming back for seconds. Chapter 4. Now, for those cold winter nights when you need a big bowl of comfort, I've got just the thing: instant pot beef stew. This ain't your mama's all-day stew though. This is a flavor-packed, hearty stew that's ready in a fraction of the time thanks to the magic of the Instant Pot. First, we're going to sear the beef. Heat up some oil in your Instant Pot and brown the beef cubes on all sides. This will give our stew a rich, deep flavor. Next, we're adding our vegetables. Onions, carrots, celery, potatoes, the lot. Toss them in with the beef and let them cook for a few minutes until they soften slightly. Now, for the good stuff. Pour in some beef broth, a can of diced tomatoes, and a splash of red wine for good measure. Don't forget a bay leaf or two for that extra layer of flavor. Close the instant pot lid, set it to the stew setting, and let it work its magic for about 30 minutes. While the stew is cooking, let's make some dumplings. In a bowl, combine some flour, baking powder, salt, and pepper. Then, use your fingers to rub in some cold butter until the mixture resembles breadcrumbs. Slowly add in some milk, mixing until a dough comes together. Don't overwork it. Once the stew is cooked, carefully drop spoonfuls of the dumpling dough onto the top. Close the lid again, and let it cook for another 10 minutes. Finally, give everything a good stir, ladle into bowls, and get ready to warm your soul with this instant pot beef stew. Chapter 5. Last but not least, let's finish things off with a light and refreshing dish that's bursting with Mediterranean flavors. Mediterranean quinoa salad. This salad is packed with protein, fiber, and healthy fats, making it the perfect meal prep option or a light and satisfying dinner. First, we need to cook our quinoa. Rinse it under cold water until the water runs clear. Then combine it with water in a saucepan and bring it to a boil. Reduce the heat, cover, and simmer for about 15 minutes or until the quinoa is cooked through and the liquid is absorbed. While the quinoa is cooking, let's prepare our veggies. We're talking juicy cherry tomatoes, crisp cucumbers, crunchy bell peppers, and some red onion for a bit of bite. Chop them all up into bite-sized pieces. Now, let's make the dressing. In a small bowl, whisk together some olive oil, lemon juice, minced garlic, dried oregano, salt, and pepper. This dressing is all about fresh, vibrant flavors that complement the other ingredients. Once the quinoa is cooked, fluff it up with a fork and let it cool slightly. Then, combine the quinoa, veggies, and dressing in a large bowl and toss to coat. For an extra protein punch, add some chickpeas or cannellini beans. Finally, sprinkle over some crumbled feta cheese and fresh parsley for a final touch of flavor and texture. This Mediterranean quinoa salad is so good. It'll transport you straight to the Mediterranean coast with every bite. Well, there you have it, you bunch of hungry foodies. 5 incredible recipes that'll have you ditching the takeout menus and ruling the kitchen like a culinary genius. Remember, cooking isn't about following recipes blindly. It's about experimenting, having fun, and creating something truly delicious. So what are you waiting for? Get out there, try these recipes, and don't forget to share your culinary masterpieces with me. I want to see what you can do. Now get out of my kitchen. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more delicious recipes. Which recipe are you most excited to try? Let us know in the comments below.